Right, I said I'd have a go at doing a pulley system. Okay, let's get me helmet on. Reckon that motor's big enough? I think it is. Basically, that is a 240 volt motor, and he's 990 watts, so it's just under a kilowatt. But the RPM is only 900. Whereas the American one, which is perfectly intact but just unwired, was, it quotes it as 750 watts, but I've heard a lot of people saying it's slightly underpowered, so I'm guessing it's 750 in, maybe 500 out. The size of the pulley down there is the same as what it was off the American motor, so I took that to a shop and we worked it out that with that pulley, rather than 1700, we're getting about 2100 RPM. A little bit more than was on her beforehand, but not silly, not a stupid amount more. I mean, already it's having to cope with more power, so rather than going daft, we've upped it about 20-25% in terms of RPM, and that really hits the sparks out. I've seen a few vids of, you know, gets the odd spark, but now in this layout, using that pulley off of there with that belt, and I should be able to still get my Clarky up there, just. So this is far forward. I got the stage there. I'm going to work out my jig system. There's a few things to work out yet, quite where to cut so I can get plunge lines on both sides, because this was all rounded off and I don't want to keep moving the belt backwards and forwards. I want to get the belt central and then have a cut out somewhere about there or there so that I can get my square plunge lines, and that should be it. I'll sort of build this up a little bit with a piece of wood or something, and I should be able to run a jig along there quite happily. But it kicks butt. And the tracking mechanism is nice and easy to understand, but the detensioning thing on this is brilliant. That's it, done. That's like 5 times better than the Clark was. That is really simple, and really it works a lot better than that Clark one. So all in all, I'm in business with a little bit more tweaking. As I say, cut out there, work out the stage height here for my jig, and I'm just about there. So what I've done is I used the original base here. You see these 4 holes here? Those are for the tower. So at the bottom of there's 4 holes with threaded bolt holes basically for the bottom of this cast base bit here. So I used that to target 4 holes. I put that on a hinge. So all I got to do, change the belt or repair anything, is do that. So it's just literally on its own weight, which I've seen before on quite a few vids. So there's nothing really original about what I've done, other than not messed about changing voltages or messing up the motor. Just put a UK motor on it, which I've seen a lot of vids do anyway. So Scott from Wessex Blades here, just about up and running again, and all thanks to John for Free River Braids. You're a star, mate. Look at that Frankenstein grinder. It's 1 kilowatt now. That's 1 1/3 horsepower. Hey! Catch you later.